I married my best friend to save on taxes, but I accidentally fell in love. The problem is he's straight.
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we read the funniest stories on the internet. And John, have you ever had like that conversation with a friend where it's just like, hey, from out of the country, would love to stay in the US, but there's only one way that I can stay?
I've had some international friends. That is an offer I have never received, though.
I've never received the offer, and I've never really been quite asked to give the offer. One of my roommates is from India, and low key, like if he doesn't, have a job, he has to leave the US. Like I think he has like a couple months to find like employment or something. So I mean, he has a job right now, but if he ever didn't, he would have to leave the US. And so there's talk amongst the apartment on who's gonna marry Arhan first.
Take one for the team.
So the team can stay together.
That's right.
But yeah, dude, green card weddings, they happen not just for people to stay in the US, but also just for tax purposes. Like you can save a ton on taxes.
100%. It also makes some great content on 90 Day Fiance. Fantastic.
Dude, like does anyone think everyone knows those relationships are a sham, right?
They do, but that's the
point.
The beauty of it is we all know they're a sham. The people in them do not know they are a sham. And
I feel like usually
glorious.
the fiancés know they are the sham, right?
The men who are like trying to get women from overseas, they believe it's real.
Yeah, they believe it's real. But the overseas people are like, yo, I'm just trying to get that green card in that bag.
Green card?
There's literally one case of someone who is literally only messaging someone from Ukraine. Maybe they've seen a few pictures, but I think it might have been just one pictures for 8 years. Been to Ukraine multiple times, and they would basically just say like, oh, I'll be here. I'll meet up with you. And then, of course, they never met up, but he will not give up.
8
years. And $100,000 gone.
Wow.
Told you it made some good content.
Holy well, that just blew my mind. And hopefully this story will blow your mind because it covers a very similar topic.
It does.
I married my best friend to save on taxes, but I accidentally fell in love. The problem is he's straight.
Yeah, that seems like it would propose some issues in the relationship.
Propose some issues? Hey, let's go.
Jeez, everybody's a comedian.
Me, 21 male, and my best friend's brother, 25 male, were roommates in an expensive Southern California home. At the time, I was still doing my undergrad, and my buddy was a full-time engineer. He was extremely bright, sociable, so he ended up causing some engineering firms to fight over him and getting paid extremely well as an entry-level engineer at an aerospace firm.
Making that bread, baby.
Boom, boom. As young as he was, he cared about his finances a lot. We used to have at-length conversations about how taxes were killing him in California and how he would be balling harder if he was married or something. He asked me to see if one of my sisters would marry him to help reduce the tax numbers, and he's willing to pay her $1,500 a month.
Hey, that's a pretty penny.
Penny.
Bro, that's some cash. $1,500 a month?
That is, you can pick work that you want to do with that.
Yeah, that's rent, baby.
You no longer have to work for money. You can work for what you want to do.
That's rent.
Yeah.
I took this opportunity to jokingly say, marry me. I'd happily take $1,000. Gay marriage was legal in California, and I said I wouldn't mind. After contemplating for a few days, he came back to me and said he'd do it and pay the rent. So off we went on our honeymoon. We got fancy clothes, went and took wedding photos. We went to a courthouse, brought my best friend and another buddy as witnesses, and bam, we were married.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I ended with $1,000 a month and rent-free.
Wow.
He got a huge tax reduction, and so it was a win-win for both parties.
That is incredible.
Yeah, dude, this is a great marriage.
This is a great
This is
deal
starting
for
out
OP.
great. During this whole marriage, about 3 to 4 years, we got to know each other at a deeper level. I don't know if it was a paranoia or what, but we had got to know each other. He was extremely smart. We were both anime nerds, PC enthusiasts, great gamers, and former engineering students. We had so much in common, and he was pretty cute. Unbeknownst to him, I was bi, and I fell in love with him.
Oh, this can't end well.
Oh God. Like, I wonder if it crossed OP's mind like that was a possibility going into it. He probably already knew, okay, I clicked with this guy. You probably thought he was cute before, you think he would maybe be like, should I do this given that?
You mean OP or
OP. It's like, what about the possibilities of me actually falling in love with him?
I don't know if you think you're going to fall in love before you fall in love, you know?
That's true.
I think he's just thinking like, damn, that's a bag.
Yeah.
You know, $1,500 a month.
I'd marry a man for that bag. Hold on.
John
Sign
and
me
I are
up.
getting married for tax purposes now that we have a company together.
Yes.
The thing is, he was straight, and telling him would be really awkward and may even destroy our friendship in mutual agreement. So I kept it going for as long as I could and drowned my sorrow in liquor, weed, and indie video games.
Is a recipe for disaster.
I love the third one, indie video games. My husband found a woman he loved during our marriage. She was cool as hell. They eventually reached the point of deciding marriage was what they do. So me and my buddy got divorced. My heart was shattered. Of course, I was happy for them, but sad for myself. So I went down a spiral, but caught myself and got therapy. And it helped tremendously with reorganizing my feelings and finding out I fell in love with the thought of my friend. I'm now happily married to a woman who was a good friend during college, and now we're all good friends.
Wow. Oh man, I gotta give a little clap for that one. Like, that's a great story. I love, we have tax savings, we have love lost, love found.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And it's pretty funny because one of the comments said, like, you know what the title of this saga should be?
What?
Brokeback Gamers. And if you know the story of Brokeback Mountain,
If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Oh man.
But you know what you should always know what to do and how to do.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button, follow us on Spotify and TikTok. And if you want to be a real one, support us on Patreon.
Join the ranks of Amanda, Will Combs, Connor Van Buren, Keegan Simmons, and Kathy Quigley.
See you soon.